Hey guys, welcome to my garage. My neighbor came over today with this. He was gonna throw it up, thought I might be able to use it. And yeah, I probably can. But I'm sure this is probably a common sight for a lot of you with your airlines. That nice tangled rat nest. That's from improper spooling. Now there is a technique that I use on my lines, which leaves me with that. Now, you know, looks pretty normal, but you'll notice when I put air into it, it still basically holds its same shape, doesn't spring all over the place, and I pull this out, it doesn't tangle at all. In fact, I could take that reel and just throw it and it'll just end up in a nice big straight line. So I thought I'd show you how to do it with this line here. This is a pretty common technique used, a lot of guys use it for extension cords actually, but it works for airlines and garden hoses and whatever as well. So it's called an over-under technique, or I guess some people call it a roadie wrap. Again, some of you might know it, but for those of you that don't, this might be handy for you. So first thing we're gonna do is straighten this whole mess out, because it doesn't work if it's all tangled up. I think you're gonna have to get a hand with this. So if your line's been spooled up for a long time, you might find it has a little bit of a memory in it. So we actually had to take this thing and string it all the way down the driveway to try and straighten it out. Yeah, we for most part got it, but it still does have some memory to it. One thing you can do is throw the airline inside before you try. Let it warm up. Cold line's always hard to work with, as I'm sure you know. So the over-under wrap, pretty simple. Same basic idea as your regular wrap. You know, you normally take it and just keep on spooling it like that, but that's what causes the issue. So you're gonna take your left hand and you can take your line in the right hand. With the end of the line facing away from you, grab the line on the top and just do your regular loop as you would normally do. Now this is where the next step is a little bit different. So normally you would, you know, run the second loop again exactly the same. What you're gonna do this time, instead of grabbing on top, you're gonna grab the line underneath. And the motion you're going to do is bring your hands knuckle to knuckle, okay? So you're grabbing it underneath, close your hand around it, rotate, and bring them knuckle to knuckle. And you can see that's gonna give you your second loop. That is the memory that I'm talking about. So if you run into that, you gotta make sure that you get rid of any twists before you keep on going. So the next one, we're gonna grab it on top, so over, and do a regular wrap, then under, and knuckle to knuckle. And you're just gonna keep on doing that. Over, regular loop, under, knuckle to knuckle. If you find it's fighting you, it means you've got a twist. Get that twist out. It won't work otherwise. Right, and there you go. So now, this line is wrapped straight. The whole idea behind going over and under, instead of allowing the line to twist as you wrap it, by flipping it around, it twists the hose the opposite direction. So you're continually balancing out the twist in the line, and you don't end up with a memory that way. So now if we throw this thing down on the ground, unravel it, it's nice and easy. It just comes right out, just like that. So, If you are fighting with twisted hoses, maybe give that a shot. It takes a little bit of practice to kind of get used to because it's kind of not very intuitive. But once you get used to it, I think you'll find that's the only way you wrap your cords and your hoses. Anyways, have a good one.